see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. Looking for room. It's Coates. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gators are on the move.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw it. That's reeled in, it's Montgomery. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. Stumbled to the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line. in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and...
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things. There he goes! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the counter. Fights off a defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. On the run, it's Shaw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats headed quickly. They'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it! How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Makes the catch. It's off. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. He'll do it himself. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking for room. It's Coates. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage and
brings it to the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he got loose. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He'll pitch it. Hard running there. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks, it's Skinner. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. It gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Shaw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's in open space downfield. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He takes it at the 45. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Kentucky going quickly.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got him. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Wildcats are flying down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Passes takes him still on his feet. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking left. This time on target. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Kentucky right back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the comeback is on. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And wings it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on third down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Kentucky going quickly. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida. staring at a 7-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Kentucky right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally with the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He wants it all. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this, this was open.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, hit the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good.